All right, man. Spence responds to Victor Conte saying that he wasn't taking Vada. We start off there, and then people saying that maybe that Devin Haney was sneak dissing him, or he felt that the shoe fit, and we get to that Devin Haney situation too. Um, so he responded to Victor Conte. Shout out to Ty. He sent this to me while we was live yesterday. I cooked on it a little bit while we was live, but like I said before, or was it? It was Kobe that sent it to me. My bad. So, so this will happen, right? So I broke this down in the beginning of yesterday live. I'll do it again. How about that? So I'm explaining this to y'all, which we had a live explaining it to us. I'm gonna have to pull up that live, bro. Explaining it to them. So basically, this is what happened, right? So I take the trail, we go back, we see what happened, right? So Victor Contact directly asked Errol Spence and Ugas CGB promoters they were doing Vada, asked twice, no response. They may be doing Vada. So while the secrecy memo to my memo Hernandez with Ugas is a well-known pet supplier, suspicious in my opinion. Box subscribers are afraid to ask about for clean boxing, which most people don't care about clean boxing outside. They just care about seeing the good fight. Now, I actually asked Victor Conte, what's they doing Vada, then a couple days later he said, why are you scared to ask? I'm like, well, I don't have no access to the fighters. Then he went on to basically say this. So I ain't scared to ask. I don't care. I don't have access. I don't get invited to the mid press room and whatever. And like niggas be like, man, you should provide for credentials, and every time I get denied. So I don't care. So I rather have the freedom to speak how I speak than have to watch what I say. Care about no damn access. Then Keith I responded, afraid this guy here on the planet Earth. I have a copy of a letter that was dated 2/17 that states Ugas and Spence are actively participating in Vada. This would have been a boxing scene story only if they were not enrolled and testing regularly. No, it wouldn't have. Because you do know that Viacom owns boxing scene and they do on Showtime and they do on MTV, Nickelodeon, and go on, right? So on and so on. So yeah, so he trying to say, well, I got the letter 2/17, right? But what about when Jermell Charlo just said that they were not testing for the Castanos fight and they supposed to be in Vada 365. What about when Keith Thurman said that him and Manny Pacquiao wasn't testing for drug testing? Did we see boxing scene write an article? No. They only wrote the article when it was a month out and people was complaining about it wasn't being no damn testing. And then they did testing a month out. What about when Adrian Broner complained about Pacquiao wasn't testing either? And they started testing a month out. He full of shit. He full of shit. And then I'm gonna show you something else that popped up. All right. But he full of shit. They all work for the same company, bro. They all work for the same company. And I'm gonna tell y'all about I'm gonna tell y'all about this testing. So give me a minute. I'm gonna show you something real. I'm gonna show y'all something real fucking suspicious about this testing. All right, but let's finish over the what Spence had to say, right? So hold on. So he said, I've been invited to test for every fight since Kell Brook. He was a clown who ruined the lives and dreams of other athletes who went against the athletes he gave pass to. That's facts. Can't lie about that, right? You cannot lie about that. But then Ty sent me this yesterday for sure. Ty sent me this for sure yesterday. So check this shit out yesterday, right? Come look at this. So Chocolito, this one I was looking for, but Chocolito and Ray Martinez successfully complete Vada testing, right? That wasn't what I was looking for though. But hold on. Hold on. You know, then you go look. If I can find this. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up. I'm zoomed in too much. Let me pull this up, right? About so check this shit out. This is March 26th, and this is what I'm saying. Hold on. So exactly what I'm saying. Check this out. So Vada testing welcomes Bubo Andrade and Zach Parker as they prepare for their May 21st, 2022 at Derby, UK. You know why? And then my thing is this. This is what Vinci Conte asked for. They not when PBC tests, they don't announce it, right? Why is it confidential? You know why is when they test it's confidential, bro? You know why it's confidential? Because if somebody pop hot, they keep it in house. This was a rumor about Floyd. Hold on. This was a rumor about Floyd about hold on, about how Floyd how they was allegedly they was covering up Floyd drug testers. He was allegedly popping hot, you know, and he was allegedly popping hot, and you know, yeah, he was allegedly popping hot, and they was sweeping the shit under the table, you know, and they kept it confidential. Say Floyd Mayweather, Fars PD report further clouds Mayweather legacy, and this on Bleacher Report, right? And it's still up from 2014. And it says days before Mayweather's final fight, Thomas Hunter was deemed boxing reporter. Muhammad Ali's official biographer dropped a bomb squarely under Floyd's legacy. According to Hosser, Mayweather used world anti-doping water, banned IV, and administered fluids after the weigh-ins before the Pacquiao fight earlier May. As Holler explained, the mixture of saline and vitamins administered in violation of water policy, about 60% of the body's total blood supply, is a bigger deal than it may seem, right? So, in addition to being administered for the purpose of adding specific substance to the person's body, an IV is infused can dilute or mask presence of another substance that is already in the recipient's system or might be added in the near future. So he said he was using that as a masking agent, right? It says Hauser, remember, his PhD standard were for the other guy, not Floyd Mayweather. He was the guy that, you know, was supposed to be clean. So according to Hauser, the United States Doping you outside an organization Mayweather teams pays to provide drug testing for his fights didn't report his IV use, not to the Nevada State Athletic Commission, not to Pacquiao or the team. For 19 days, Mayweather got away with it. And Hauser asserts, thanks to the contracting advisor, Al Heyman agreed to with the USADA in exchange for $150,000 fee. Is it shocking to claim that one USADA and partner is contesting Floyd's peg crusade, the same Floyd who bragged, about the Olympic incessantly, whatever, about the Olympic drug test, Olympic style. Like I said before, it's a rumor that Mayweather's A sample had tested positive 3 times. After each positive test, USADA had given Floyd an inadvertent use of waiver. These waivers would have allowed testing to continue without a positive A sample results being reported to Mayweather's opponent, and without being would have allowed testing to continue without a positive A sample results being reported to Mayweather's opponent or Nevada State Athletic Commission. Okay, you can pull this shit up. All right. Notice the name of the title. So at the end of the day, that's what I'm telling you. The reason that Dave Vada is being kept confidential is because then, if something happened, they keep it in the house without people knowing, bro. That's what happens. They're able to keep in the house without people knowing. And Keith Ivey said, "Well, I had to test it on my own, for since 2017. Why the hell you didn't write an article about it? It's been a topic for the last few weeks. Why you didn't say just as you wrote about, the press conferences and all that? Why don't you say, well, yeah, Spence and Ugas are involved, is enrolled in Vada, not to worry. That'd have been a good article. Been a great article. Better than, some of the shit they be writing on there now. That'd have been a great article. That's why Al keeping all this shit confidential is for a reason. So if you do pop all that shit stay in house, they probably allegedly play the opponent. The commission never knows, stay in house. Trying to tell y'all. Well, everybody that's involved in Vada, who can afford all that shit is being announced on Twitter and the website. All PBC fighters is not. And people forget when he was about to test versus Kell Brook, Kell Brook had to force that nigga to test. He was like, I'm doing USADA and now I'm doing USADA. And Kell Brook was like, no, you're gonna do Vada, he was doing USADA before the Kell Brook fight. Kell Brook like, hell no, you're gonna do Vada. So like I said before, why is all this being kept confidential and why this ain't to the public? Same reason why I just read in that article. Let's move on. Okay. So and I pinned this in the description if I remember. He says, okay, so he didn't have to sign with Lou and Top Rank. So Clarissa Shields said 100. He said, Devin Haney, big fights can be made if you truly want them, right? That's what he said. And Clarissa said 100. He retweeted, so he didn't have to sign with Lou and Top Rank to get the fight. What they got to do with, if you want big fights, they can be made if you truly want them. So he's saying, well, you didn't have to sign with Lou and Top Rank. At the end of the day, if that's what he had to do to make the fight, he did that. And you turned around and y'all making Bud sign over there to fight you. So, okay, at the end of the day, what's the point of this tweet? What's the point of this tweet? He guilty. He feeling mad guilty about this shit. He feeling Devin Haney went out there to make a big fight. You out here running from a big fight. The only reason you answering Crawford net questions is because that reckoning day coming up. What's that song by the Wu-Tang Clan off of Iron Man? Assassination Day, which was originally supposed to be Kobe told me supposed to be on Inspector Deck album that got destroyed in the flood. Assassination Day coming. After April 16th, if a Bud fight ain't signed, if Bud don't fly in the ring, or you announce any other fight, or a Bud don't hop in that ring, you start talking that Young Thug, you ain't fighting Bud, and you do something else, or whatever don't happen with Bud, you're gonna be in trouble. Some of your fans gonna turn on you. Most of them just ain't gonna never say they wrong. So now, now he got to answer these. Now he got to answer these questions that he shouldn't want to have to answer. And people want to know what's going on with the Bud fight. What's going on with the Bud fight? Bud a free man. Top Rank ain't there no more. Do you want it? He forced to say, I want that fight. He just feeling guilty. And somebody said, was Devin Haney trying to sneak diss him? I don't know, Devin. I don't think so. I don't really heard Devin say nothing bad about Terrence Bud Crawford. About Errol Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford. I ain't really never heard him say, well, that fight need to happen with you. I never really heard him speak on that. But he just, he literally feeling guilty about it. Big fights can be made between promoters. Don King and Bob Arum sued each other. They hated each other. You know what I'm saying? All types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Only y'all PBC niggas make it difficult for big fights. Because Al Heyman won't let y'all go out there and take the training wheels off because y'all always crossing the street or somebody always cross the street beating y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. So to me, that shit crazy to me. So he didn't have to sign. What they got to do with it? He went over there. He made a big fight happen. You say you a boss, but we ain't believing that shit. You got the funny, what do you say? You got the funny Geneva watch with the Ferrari kit. Take that monkey shit. Yeah, man. Like you say you a boss. Why you ain't like making plays? Devin Haney a real fucking boss. He got real flexibility. Even though Eddie showing him and Bill how to run that company, he went over there and he going to Australia. Something that you nigga, you won't even, dog. You going to say, well, I don't never show at the Bud Crawford fight. Why would I go see him fight? You know what I'm saying? He went to, I'm not sure if he went to Camboso fight because he was training, but you know what I'm saying? He going to Australia to fight Camboso. This motherfucker, Devin Haney, what, 23 years old, bro? Young nigga. Hold on. Where is he? Yeah, 23 years old. Won't be 23 to the end of the 24 to the end. He 23 years old. He going to Australia to fight for a belt. You know what I'm saying? He took less money to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? He controlled his own destiny. He was able to walk away from the zone and Eddie Hearn to go fight Camboso. And he gonna end by, if he win, Bob Arum gonna make sure he don't go back to Eddie Hearn either. Because he gonna give him whatever he want. You know, here you is 33, 32 years old running from a fucking lightweight. You know, here you is in the world trolling the fucking Terrence Crawford. Here y'all is saying he on the wrong side of the street. Now that nigga, you know, about to walk to the other side of the street. Now you gotta fight him. Crazy to me. So he didn't have to sign to. Well, he did what he had to do to make a fight. Unlike you, he did what he had to do. He did what he had to do to make a fight. And Crawford doing what he got to do to make a fight. He left a real good situation. Real good situation. He really had a good contract. He really had a good contract. And he did all that to get away from you, to get to you. And now you throwing shade at Devin Haney because the shoe fit. You know what I'm saying? The shoe fit the big fish. Come on. The shoe fit the big fish. Now he feels some type of way. Now he feels some type of way, bro. Hilarious, bro. Nah. You know, it's tingling his feelings and shit now, because people, you know, because that Crawford day coming pretty soon. But hey, that is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Check out the welterweight and boxing news playlist. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate. Comment, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Hit the link tree link in the description. You want to find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I mean, it's Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, all that. You find me there. Also, you can find my financial donation links there as well. Hit the link tree link in the description. But if you want to donate, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love and support. One time for the one-time piece. Let me know what you girls and guys think about it. But like I said before, the big fish, the shoe fit the big fish. Peace.